The Harley Quinn very problematic Valentine's Day special is very not funny. I mean, it's maybe like a little funny, a little, hardly. I think I laughed twice. We'll get into it later. I'm Diesel Tyme. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have thoughts on the movie, but I'm gonna share you mine. That's what you're all here for, so let's get right into it. I don't know how or why they came up with the idea of a giant kaiju bane. They must have had tons of ideas. It's their job to come up with ideas. So did they come to the editors and say, this is our best one? Did the editors look through all their ideas and say, this is your best one? Were the other ideas so bad that giant kaiju bane humping the buildings was their best idea? I don't know. Maybe you could tell me. It lacks an understanding of Batman storytelling, which has been my biggest gripe with the show going into seasons 2 and 3. Season 1 didn't have that problem. I thought season 1 was very funny. It takes these classic Batman characters that we all love, that we all know, and it does unexpected things with them. The jokes they tell are juvenile, but they're true to the characters, which makes them funny. It's subverting expectation. That's the, hot thing you want to do nowadays. But it doesn't do something that we know would never happen with the characters, which is kind of what they started doing in seasons 2 and 3. So that's my problem with their writing, and I have a little inside knowledge. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but let's just say that the writers for Harley Quinn and the editors for Warner Brothers and DC, who have to review their ideas and send some of the stuff back, the infamous Batman doesn't, go down on the ladies incident. The writers don't really care so much about what the characters would or would not do. They don't really care about the mythology as much as they care about their pee-pee jokes, their fart jokes, their silly little middle school humor. They're not killing it in, the stand-up game, so they have their day job where they, write up this show that they don't really care about. That's the result that you get. Fans will identify these things. Some people, they don't mind. I mind when you have a story that is not in line with Batman storytelling. And so when it was announced that they were getting a new showrunner, I had my fingers crossed. The dang ambulance had to go by right then. Anyways, I had my fingers crossed that this new showrunner might have a little more attachment to the material, let's call it. Maybe they had a talk with the DC brass and was like, yo, don't worry, I'm not gonna go too far into the woods. I'm gonna stay on the course. You could see with the talks on the couch, I don't know where they were going. They didn't really go anywhere. They weren't particularly funny, but it did show some understanding. You had all the different couples saying how they met and why they liked each other. The one thing I had a problem with was Darkseid. You had this non-DC character. It's like an inside joke for LA, I guess. Like these ice queens, these Instagram models, with the dead eyes, look at me, they'll break your heart or whatever. I don't know. Belittling Darkseid like that, like this dude has no respect for life, that would be a slave. He would turn her into a goddamn parademon. Other than that, I did like the talks on the couch, even though they didn't go anywhere. Like, who are they talking to? Why are they talking to, like, anyone? Is Black Canary, but why didn't we get Black Canary and Green Lantern, or Green Arrow, excuse me? Whatever, I'm not gonna spend too much time on the couch stuff. It's the one thing I liked, but it didn't have any purpose, so ultimately why, is it there? The one thing I liked was meaningless. Anyways, let's get into the one time two times, but only same joke that I actually laughed was Bane humping the buildings. I did giggle. I didn't like full out laugh, but I little chuckle out. The whole thing of him growing that big, it never made sense to me. Like, I get that Poison Ivy had the orgasm that made the flower petals fall, which is a little bit of a reach, but I'll accept it within the bounds of a Harley Quinn show. And I get that Bane took the potion to make his penis big, which I'll accept within the bounds of a Harley Quinn show. You got Etrigan giving out spells on Valentine's Day. I didn't laugh, but I appreciated it. But why did he turn into a kaiju? That puzzles me. I literally couldn't wrap my head around him being so large, and where is this going? Is he going to be giant going into season 4? Probably not. It's just some throwaway nonsense. So again, of all the ideas that came up with, why this one? I don't know. I didn't really like it. I'm not going to rewatch it. That's my scale of, did I like it or not? Definitely not going to rewatch it. I didn't even rewatch it to give my review for this thing. I'm going off my dang memory of a thing that I didn't really care for. So, can't recommend. If you liked it, that's fair. Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for getting this far. I've been your boy Diesel Time. Hope you're having a good day, and peace.